Dolla tried to sign you?
Yeah.
What happened with that?
Man, unfortunately, he lost his life, but I got a documentary film coming out just before the sign of the Struggle Motivation 101, which is upcoming album I'm working on. But me and Dolla had a lot in common. I met Dolla through his auntie, Ramey, and then a good friend of mine, like a mentor / big brother. He go by S. Dot. He work at Beats One. He living in LA right now. But you know, I was always doing music, and my rapping is realistic, and I'm also like a lyricist. And being from the South, a lot of people don't really expect us to be able to rap. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing me and him had in common too. He could really rap, and I performed at Tennessee State University back in 2008, and he had just recovered from getting shot. Somebody tried to rob him. He didn't want to give up what he had, and they tried to rob him for his jewelry. He didn't want to give up what he had, so you know he got shot. And I didn't even know that, but I had an interview with his auntie, and this is around the time the ATL movie had came out. So I had an interview with her at WTST Radio at Tennessee State University in Nashville, Tennessee. And one long after that, they called me down to do a show. And he came all the way from Atlanta, Georgia to Nashville, Tennessee to meet me, you know. And at first I was a little hesitant, like distant from him. I'm like, man, like what you want to do with me? Like I ain't got nothing. You feel me? Like I came from nothing. You know what I'm saying? And he like, I already know your story. I heard about you. We got a lot in common. You know, and he like, whatever you need me for. And honestly, at the time, he believed in me when I ain't believe in myself. You know, my mom was locked up. I'm the only child. I was fighting temptation from jumping back out there in the streets, trying to put myself through school and shit. It was just rough. You know what I'm saying? And Holmes, he just offered me a position like, whatever you need me for, I got you. Like, I know what you come from. I know how hard it is when you young trying to get into this industry. You know, Dolla had been into the industry, man, since shit, he might have been like 10, maybe younger than that. You know, he been on a yacht with P. Diddy when he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he offered me a position, man, and what happened with that was he died too soon. You know what I'm saying? He lost his life. He was murdered. You know, he used to call me on the phone. I call him. It wasn't just on no music shit. It wasn't like, you pay me, I can do this for you, you know, we can do a collab or something like that. It was just genuine love. And honestly, I ain't never met nobody like that, not a family member, not a friend. So I already know he's an angel to me, and I still got a connection with him. When he passed away, he tatted on my arm, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's somebody I never forget, you know what I'm saying? But he had went on tour with Lil Wayne. He was #1 on 106 & Park, Who the Fuck Is That, featuring T-Pain. Then he had dropped Let's Make a Toast. We were still talking through all that. And the thing about him, he had a song with Lil Wayne, but he didn't want to release that single with Lil Wayne on it because he wanted to prove his talent to the people. Like, I don't want to be labeled as somebody on a song with Lil Wayne. That's why it popped. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but unfortunately, he lost his life, and we was cool all the way up until that date. And, you know, I do this for him. I wanted to quit rapping when he passed away. His aunt was like, I can't even listen to your music because it hurts so much, you know. And it's ironic at this time, like he lost his life 7 years ago, but here I am back into this music again, and they paid homage to him, a tribute on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. You know, shout out to Saz, Scrap De Leon. I talked to Dolla sister on the phone, Divinity Burton. You know what I'm saying? She gonna introduce my album, Struggle Motivation 101. You know, like Dolla was like a long lost brother to me. You know what I'm saying? So to lose somebody like that didn't even know me, that offered me opportunity to change my life, I never forget that. You know what I'm saying? That stuck with me.
What's the biggest piece of advice he's ever given you, or the most important thing you learned being around him?
Man, I gave him my CD and he didn't listen to it. He was just like, come on, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, I was broke at the time, so I'm like, I don't want this man buying me clothes and food and shit like that. I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? I come from the street, so let me grind and make my money, and we can link up. But one thing he always told me was, you know, never stop grinding, you know, believe in yourself. And at the time, some of my music, I was dealing with depression. So a lot of my music was talking about a lot of things I was going through. And when he did listen to it, he hit me like, hey, make music for the streets, make music for the clubs. At the time, I was like, I don't understand what he's saying, because, you know, I'm talking about what I'm dealing with in my life. And then when I started listening more and more to his music, I got an idea of what he was talking about. So now I make a whole lot of good music. I'm gaining a fan base, especially where I'm from. You know, I can make music when you riding in the car with your grandmother, with your girlfriend, with your partners in the hood trapping, you know, giving glory to God. You know, I ghostwrite. You know, a lot of music that I've done, man, I don't even need no features, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have the name mainstream yet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a diamond in the rough, and that's real talk. And homie, he wouldn't want to sign me, like, off the bat if I didn't have it back then. And like I say, that was 7 years ago. So just imagine now how I've grown. You know what I'm saying? I done work with people like Lil Flip free of charge. You know what I'm saying? Just by being talented. And he told me I was a vet, you know, just being real. Shit. I got it, you know what I'm saying?